Hi guys, it's Machaela. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a mommy makeup routine. Just gonna go ahead and kind of do what I do every day. This is more focused on types of products versus brand names, but I will mention what I will be using. Excuse the voice, I've been fighting a cold, so I'm just gonna have to work around that today, but let's just get started. I want to do something quick, I want to do something easy, glowy, fresh, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with my Milani Rose Prep and Brighten Face Oil. I usually either use that or a moisturizer. This is kind of what's in my makeup basket this week. And then something I really like to focus on is the under eyes. I mean, I'm sure you could see just the dark circles I have. So I do like to go ahead and prep them. I'm using my Tula skincare Glow and Get It. It's just a brightening balm. Sometimes I'll use a color corrector, but for every day I just want something just to kind of help just soothe and make myself feel more awake. And then I'm going to go into brows. I don't like to spend a lot of time on my brows. I really just something quick, something easy. I'm just going to go into my Clinique Instant Brow Lift. I like something with more of a pencil, but something a little bit thicker just for every day. I'm just going to go in and just kind of draw in. Again, I don't want it to take more than just about a minute or two to just do my brows, and I do have very thin brows, so I definitely don't like to leave them. I'm going to go into my St. Luxe brow gel. Again, any kind of brow gel will work. Tinted clear. I just the one I feel like using today. After that, I'm going to go into primer. Now, sometimes I'll use a glowy primer, sometimes I'll use a pore filling primer. But for the sake of just wanting to show you kind of the quickest way possible, today I'm just going to go in with my makeup blur stick. I like sticks as much as I can just for trying to get out the door. I know it could be hard with screaming children trying to get ready, having to get them ready. Some of us have busier lifestyles than others, so this is just something I like to do really quick. Again, just kind of depends on the day. Do I want glowy? Do I not? I don't know if this is still available or not. I haven't heard anything about it being discontinued, but hopefully it is. But I know that Benefit has a really good one. I think E.L.F has the putty primer too if you want more pore filling. But again, just kind of up to you. What would you prefer based on your skin type? I do have normal to dry skin. But next I'm going to go in with eye primer. You could use concealer if you want. I don't like using concealer. I feel like my eyelids are a little bit on the oily side, so I'm going to go ahead and just use my Base Beauty eye primer, and I'm going to go ahead and set it down with just my highlighter, which I will show you in just a second. Just a little bit. You don't need that much, just a little bit. Just putting that on. I like my primers on the tacky side. And then to set it, I'm just going to go ahead and take my E.L.F. Baked Highlighter. I like this because it can double as a brow bone highlight in your eyeshadow. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and just set that down, starting at the arch of my brow and working my way down. I know you can go without setting your primer, but for me, I don't like the creasing. I don't like the feeling of not being able to blend my eyeshadows the way I want to, so that's just me. Again, some of these steps you could skip depending on your own personal makeup preferences, but this is just what I like to do for an everyday mommy makeup routine. And for eyeshadows, again, this is where you can kind of have fun and be quick at the same time. I'm going to do a lid color and a crease color. For this, I'm just going to pull out an oldie but a goodie. Again, I don't know if this is still available, but it's not so much about the palette you use, more about the shades. But I'm just going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush. I like to define the crease, but if you just want one and done to get out the door, go for it. You could use any combination of two colors. If you want to go a more colorful look, you pop something in the crease, you pop a shimmer on the lid, you're good to go. And you could do neutrals, you can do colorfuls, you can do anything that you possibly want. This is just a combination I'm going to be using today. So I'm just going to take this brown shade here, and I'm going to pop that in the crease. And that's just to give it a little bit of definition. I personally like to define my crease. Again, you totally don't have to do this if you just want to pop something on the lids. But this is my personal preference. Then I'm going to take this copper shade down here and just pop it all over the lid, getting it just to kind of cover it up, bringing it up a little bit with my crease, and making sure I've got it all the way in the under corner just to cover everything. And that's pretty much the eye look. I will go ahead and go back and put the crease shade underneath the lower lash line, but you could totally skip that step. Alright, going into my face makeup. I like to do my face last because you don't never know what kind of fallout can get on. It's just easier and quicker to do eyes first, face last. But I did let my face primer sink into my skin, so I'll usually prep my skin and then eyeshadow just to give the base products time to really just seep into the skin and get a nice flawless application. And what I actually like to do is I'm going to take a facial mist. This is just one by Badescu. And I'm just going to spray my face to help blend the foundation a little bit better. And it feels really, really good, especially with the hot summer. And it being hot, it getting hotter outside, I prefer, this is kind of all year long, but for especially it being hotter outside, I like something lightweight, I like something easy, and I absolutely love this product here. This is the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint. And I really like this for the sake of, it's just a skin tint. It's not going to be heavy coverage. It's not gonna, you know, you don't have to be super precise. If you happen to miss a few spots on your face, so be it. You can put it on and get out the door. Now, it's not going to be super full coverage, so if that is a concern, I would suggest maybe going for more full coverage, but getting it in some sort of stick form. I know that Merit Beauty has a good one. But just for the sake of blending it out faster, making it quicker, and then you're still getting the coverage that you want. Anything in stick form I feel like is great for on-the-go makeup. But I'm just going to take this here on my beauty blender, and I'm just going to dab it all over my face. And again, if you happen to miss a few spots, the nice thing about lighter coverage foundations is they are more forgiving if you do. You know, if your shade match isn't quite right, if you're just trying to get out the door and you accidentally miss a spot on your face, it's going to be a lot more forgiving and it blends a lot quicker. So I'm pretty much done. I'm just kind of double checking myself. And I like just the glowy, the freshness, I just love how just nice and easy. And that literally only took me a couple of seconds to blend out my entire face. I do have a burn on my head. Typical girl problems, burnt myself with the hair straightener or the curling iron with the curling barrel on the end, I don't know. But, yeah, this is my face, it's done. And for concealer, I absolutely love this. I hope they still make it. I just bought this not too long ago, but this is the Benefit Buoying Hydrating Stick Concealer. This is more on the lightweight side, which is great because it is forgiving, but it's not going to give you the help with the under eyes that you want. There are days where I do prefer more full coverage concealer, but I'm just going to use this under my eyes. It's kind of helping shape that eye a little bit. And I've got some red spots on my nose that I like to cover. And then I'm just going to blend that with the Beauty Blender. And just to give the eyes a little bit of definition, I'm just going to take the same brush, dip it into my crease. I'm just going to take this same brush, dip it into my crease color, pinch down on the brush, and then just sweep it under my eyes, not really being precise. Again, this step is totally optional. I just like a little bit of definition. I feel like it kind of brings the eye look together. And then going in with mascara, another one of my favorites. I like a lengthening mascara. It's the Ulta Beauty New Heights mascara. I just pop it on the lashes. And I will only do the top lashes. I won't do the bottom at all. But I love how easy this is to use, how quick it is to use. And you can't go wrong with this. So the eyes are done. Let's just finish off the base here. I thought about going with a powder blush today, but I think I'm going to go in, just for the sake of keeping it fresh, I'm going to go in with my Colourpop Cream Blush. If you are looking more for speed, if you're like really trying to get out the door, I would suggest just a powder blush, but this is in the shade Too Cool for School. I'm just going to pop this on the cheeks really quick. Not going to I'm not gonna powder today. I typically don't powder, but especially for the look I'm going for, I typically skip that step, and my skin is dry. If your skin is oily, you might want to consider doing at least a little bit of powder, but I'm just gonna do that really quick. And it doesn't take much effort. I mean, I believe that cream products, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but once you learn how to do it, it's actually really pretty. But if you really don't know how and you're trying to get out the door, just powder blush, powder bronzer. Do bronzer, I'm just gonna go in with my Ulta Beauty Baked Bronzer. I am gonna just pop this kind of right under the blush there, a little bit on my forehead. I'm definitely not covering up that mark, not my goal today. I'm really not trying to cover up all imperfections. I'm just trying to make myself look awake, look alive. And then for highlighter, I'm just gonna go in with the highlighter that is in this palette. Just a nice champagne color. I feel like a champagne highlighter you can't go wrong with because it'll literally go with everything. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Just try to create a nice dewy look. Again, if you wanted more dewy, I would suggest going in with a glowy primer. But I'm focusing more on speed today, but I do love just how fresh my face looks. And I think I'm gonna call it there. I was thinking about putting on a lipstick today, but I don't think this color will go very well. Yeah. So again, totally optional. As a mom, I don't typically feel like I need lipstick every day. I feel like it's just kind of a hassle to deal with for every day. But you can if you want to. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face really quick. This is the Too Faced Do You Facial Mist. Again, any kind of setting spray will work, but I do like the glowy finish. And just let that sit into the face, and that's it. It probably took me longer to do this makeup because I was talking, but I love how fresh that looks, how clean it looks. I love that my imperfections in my face are still there, but that I look awake and alive, and I feel alive. I look better than I feel right now, but I love just how perfect this makeup look is. So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like more makeup tutorials, let me know what kind you want, and I will see you in the next one. God bless, and bye guys.